So, you want more risk, more freedom. You want that tightness in your chest to finally disappear. But what if I told you the real secret to unlimited risk is something the Quran and the Sunnah revealed over 1400 years ago? Yet most of us missed it. But do you know why? It was because we were too busy chasing the dunya or to even listen. Well, lucky for you, in this video I'll show you the forgotten divine law of risk and 4 powerful shifts that no billionaire or guru on the internet will ever promise you. So the core law that we are going to discuss is stated in Ibn Majah 4105. It states, whoever makes the hereafter his concern, Allah will place richness in his heart, organize his affairs, and the world will come to him even if he is reluctant. Let that sink in for a moment. You're chasing the dunya, but the dunya was designed to chase you. Well, obviously, when you make your akhirah your mission. It's like chasing your own shadow, but the moment you turn to light of Allah, the shadow follows you. But what if we flip the equation? Sunan Ibn Majah, the same hadith 4105 states, whoever makes the world his concern, Allah will place poverty before his eyes, scatter his affairs, and he will give nothing but what was already decreed for him. Well, you've been running endlessly. Anxiety hunts you. Even those 7 figures, they can never fill your void in you. And that gap inside you, it can never be filled. But it doesn't need to be that way, does it? Because our beloved Prophet ﷺ didn't just give us a warning. He gave us a blueprint, a spiritual map to unlock risk, peace, and power. And lucky for you, I'm here to break it down for you. Here are the 4 shifts to unlimited risk. So, number 1 on the list is Salah on time, which is greater than pleasing your boss. Well, if you skip or delay Salah for meetings, you're living like your boss writes your risk. But the Quran says, indeed Allah is the best of providers. The Prophet ﷺ also said, the first matter that the slave will be brought to account for on the day of judgment is his prayer. So what you should do is to make your salah an anchor, which should be non-negotiable. You'll automatically see the doors open that you never ever knocked on. Number 2 on our list, which is to replace hustle culture with tawakkul culture, which in simpler terms means to believe. Yes, work hard, but remember this hadith. It's the hadith of Tirmidhi 2344. It states, if you were to rely upon Allah with reliance He is due, He would provide for you as He provides for the birds. They go out hungry in the morning and return full in the evening. So people, tie your camels, trust Allah. He owns the keys to every treasure, not your boss or your grind. With that, we'll move on to point number 3, which is fear Allah in private. You don't need a massive brand. You only need taqwa. And here's Allah's promise. It's stated in Surah Talaq. Allah Azza wa Jal says, and whoever fears Allah, He will make for him a way out and provide for him from where he does not expect. Your private worship, dear brother and sister, your private worship writes your public destiny. Please remember that. Your private worship writes your public destiny. Do more behind the closed doors and see the barakah close you. With that, let's move on to point number 4, which is the last and final point. It states that give to gain. Charity multiplies your wealth. Charity multiplies your wealth. In Sahih Muslim, there's a hadith 2588, which says, charity does not decrease wealth. Every time you give, You're investing in the unseen. You're doing a private transaction with a ravak, a portfolio with infinite returns. How beneficial is that? Well, even if the non-Muslims knew, they would put each and everything in sadaqah. Yet, us we Muslims know, and we always try to avoid that sadaqah and say that we need to buy that, we need to buy that, and our excuses do not come out of our mind. So, dear brothers and sisters, give to gain. Here's our final reminder: everything you're chasing, the stability, the income, the dreams, they are not running from you. They are running towards the one who runs to Allah. So, get off of YouTube, do your daily prayers, read the Quran, do the things, and if you want to move a step on forward, which is a bonus, you should start following the Sunnah, the daily Sunnah prayers, all the things the Prophet ﷺ did. You should start studying. You should start learning from the Quran. The biggest problem I see nowadays is that people do not read the translation of the Quran. They are only just reading in Arabic, do not know a word that comes out of their mouth. Yet they're like, okay, we read the Quran. It's good to read the Quran. It has its own benefits. Listening to the Quran has its own benefits. But as Muslims, we should try to understand the Quran and what Allah is trying to say to us. So with that, let's end this video. I hope you guys benefited from this video. And if you did, make sure to like, subscribe, which will always support this channel. And I'll see you all in the next one.